Family house. Claire and Matthew had been inseparable since childhood. There was a special kind of trust between them. The kind that's born from shared secrets, nights spent under a blanket with a flashlight, laughter and tears hidden from the world. After their father died, Matthew became more than just a brother to Claire, he became her shield. He was the one who stood by the school doors the day someone made her cry. The one who covered for her when she snuck out to watch the meteor shower. And when their mother fell ill, they took care of her together. Claire with gentle patience, Matthew with quiet stubbornness, hiding his own pain. When their mother died, the house became sacred to Claire, an island of childhood memories, the only place where she still felt protected. But for Matthew, it became a reminder of all his failures. That he couldn't save their mother, that he no longer knew how to be the support Claire needed. During this time, debts started creeping into his life. Quick money schemes, risky decisions, dangerous company. He thought he could handle it. He thought Claire didn't need to see him weak. And when the debts turned threatening, he made the choice that changed everything. The warm evening light slowly faded, slipping into the kitchen through the old curtains. Claire stood by the table, holding a yellowed sheet of paper, a document she had found by accident among her late mother's belongings. Her heart tightened with every line she read. She went over it again and again, hoping she was mistaken, hoping the words would change if she stared long enough. It was the signed agreement to sell the house. Their mother's house. The one whose floors still creaked beneath their childhood footsteps, the one where the smell of apple pie once meant safety, warmth, and everything that held them together. The door creaked softly. Matthew stepped into the kitchen. Tired, with a worn-out look, but carrying that familiar confidence she once trusted. He stopped when he saw the document in Claire's hands. His shoulders sank slightly, and his fingers tightened. "Claire," he whispered, "we need to talk." She lifted her gaze, calm on the surface, but hiding a storm. "Then talk, Matthew," she said, her voice trembling not from fear, but from hurt. "Tell me why I had to find out that our home was sold, from papers you signed. Without me, without a word, without warning." He sighed, rubbed his face, and sat at the table as if it could shield him from the truth. "I didn't want you to find out like this." "And how did you want me to find out?" She stepped toward him slowly. "To wake up one morning and discover strangers living in our house? To hear them say, 'Sorry, this isn't your home anymore.'" Tears glimmered in her eyes, quiet, heavy, but she refused to let them fall. "I knew you'd be angry," Matthew murmured. "Angry?" She let out a hollow laugh. "I lost Mom, Matthew. And I held onto that house like it was the last piece of her I had left. And you erased that connection with a single signature." Matthew stood and took a hesitant step toward her. "I had debts, Claire. Serious ones. I was being threatened. If I didn't sell." She stepped back, as if his words were colder than the draft sneaking through the window. "You could have told me. You could have asked for help. I have always been there for you. I trusted you." "I was ashamed," he said quietly. and for the first time that night, his voice cracked. "Ashamed?" she repeated. "And now I'm ashamed to even look at you. You took the last place that tied me to Mom. And the worst part is, you did it so easily. As if I meant nothing." Silence fell, thick and suffocating. Outside, a dog barked, leaves rustled in the wind, but inside the house, there was only emptiness. Claire grabbed her coat from the hanger, distancing herself not only physically, but deeply. "I don't know who you are to me now, Matthew," she said quietly, almost tenderly, though the pain behind her words was sharper than any shout. "But my brother, you're not anymore." She walked past him without looking back. Matthew was left standing alone, gripping the edge of the table, finally grasping the weight of what he had done. It wasn't the money, nor the threats. It was the loss of trust, and that would cost him more than anything ever could. Weeks passed. Autumn settled over the town with cold rain, and the trees lost their color just as Claire had lost faith in the person she once trusted most. She moved to a small apartment on the edge of town, trying to piece herself back together. But every night she saw the same image: Matthew standing in the hallway, small and broken, afraid to even touch her hand. One evening, someone knocked on the door. Claire didn't want to see anyone, but something made her open it. Matthew stood on the doorstep, thinner, tired, with eyes that said more than words ever could. In his hands, he held a rolled-up sheet of paper. "Claire," he said, his voice unsteady. "Please, just hear me out." She stepped aside without a word, and he entered. The door closed softly behind him. I found a buyer," he finally said, unrolling the document. "But not for the house. For my car, my tools, everything I owned. I paid the debts. And," he looked at her, "I bought the house back." Claire froze. "You, what?" "I knew I had no right to ask for forgiveness until I fixed what I broke. This is the deed. The house is ours again." He swallowed. "And it's in both our names, the way Mom wanted." Claire's hands trembled. She took the document, but it took her a long time to read the words. "Matthew," her voice finally cracked. Why now?" He stepped closer. "Because you're the only family I have left. Because I was scared to look weak in front of the world, and that fear made me weak where it mattered most, with you." His voice shook. "I don't want my mistake to stand between us. And if I have to spend my whole life proving it, I will." Something heavy inside Claire began to melt, slowly, but inevitably. She looked at him, tired, honest, real. The same Matthew who once stood outside her school, ready to protect her from everything. He looked up at her. "I'm not asking you to forget. I'm asking for a chance to make things right." And at that moment, she took a step toward him. A small step, but enough. I'm not ready to forgive you all at once," she whispered. "But I'm ready to try again." Matthew exhaled as if he'd been holding his breath for weeks. He gently, almost fearfully, pulled her into an embrace. Claire didn't return it immediately, but after a moment, she rested her head on his shoulder. And for the first time in a long while, They both felt that what was broken could be mended. Maybe not without scars, but with new strength.